Okay. It seems to me is that we're not going to be able to stream with that. I can't even stream with that with my local network. I mean, I could try it, but it sure don't look like it. So anyway, so this one's a brick. I got another one that's a brick. I ordered this from Amazon and I got it today. How do you think this one arrived? It arrived with no SIM card. So it was a paperweight. So I called him up and I said, hey, what the heck's going on here? Oh, we never send SIM cards. Well, why didn't you say that when you sold it to me? So we're $100 in on this now for the modem, the activation fee, and setting up the bandwidth. So they were what I'm trying to get at is they were trying to sell it. They said, "Are you a senior?" I said, "Yes." So we have a deal for you. We can offer, as long as you do auto pay, we can offer this, your home TV and phone, at less than Charter can. I said, yeah, but I have 100 meg service there. Oh, ours is twice as much. I said, okay, no problem. I don't want it. I just want this. So I came home. I tested their service. It's 1/4 the speed of my cable, Charter cable. So seniors beware. They're trying to rip you off. Anyway, the kids didn't get over on me. I said, look, just put a damn SIM card in it. I'll take it home, get on there, and adjust the settings myself. Fair enough? Yep. Okay, great. So set up with a service plan. We got it working. This should be good enough to run this, no problem, because I did get on it, and it plays video fine. We'll run it here for a second, but it's this Mevo stuff. It looks like these cameras are just too bandwidth intensive. I might go on online and see if we can't figure out a way that I can piggyback all of them off of one, chain them. I don't know. We're going to see. Run a daisy chain. No matter what, I'm going to figure it out. We're going to stream from Brodak. I am going to take video. Joe Gilbert called me and said, am I going to Brodak? I said, absolutely. So last night I had dug out my favorite airplane, which is this one. And even though it's, I don't know. Anybody know, do they fly classic at Brodak? I don't know. I'm going to take it. I'm going to get it ready to go. And I'm going to fly classic at the Nats. Maybe we can win the Spirit of 62 again. Because this is it's in nice shape. It's not perfect like it was at one time, but I've been doctoring on it today. Buffing and getting her all cleaned up. It's heavier than I thought it was. Last night I told you 45, it's 50. But it flies all right for a classic airplane. I have forgotten about it, how much everything is. I put the muffler back on it and got the pressure sorted out and ready to go. Let's see here. We need to shut this down. Need to go over here and see how much bandwidth they used. So we got this. Go home. Okay, that little bit there used 3677 meg. Whatever that is. Of course, running 4 computers on the thing, so, or 2 computers and 3 cameras, so maybe that's why it was drawing down. But I think if I just run this and daisy chain all that shit to this and then run that to there, that'll save bandwidth and maybe not act quite as goofy. But I don't know how to do it yet, but I'll figure it out before Brodak. So tomorrow we're going flying. I am going to stream from the field to make sure that I can stream before I go. I am just beyond my wits' end on Wi-Fi. Why can't they make this work? It doesn't work worth a darn. I also today got my Tucker out and I doctored on it some more, and I think that's the one I'm going to fly at the Nats. I wanted to fly the Junar or the Aegis, but I'm just not going to have enough time to get it trimmed. I'm not going to take it to Brodex. I was going to. I'm going to take stuff that I know flies. I'll take the Tucker and the Junar and this. I round up another prop for this. How many of you guys have seen these? That is a blast from the 70s. Unobtainium. You break one of these, and Jerry broke one. He said, "Man, I built that one Continental on the stream, and I sold it to Jerry, and he flew it at Brodex." He said, "Man, we need a." I said, "You need a." He had a Super Tiger 46, and I said, "Man, you got to have 11.6 EW." "Well, I just can't get one." I said, "Okay, I'll loan it to you." And he broke it. Shit. I mean, it ain't like I got a whole lot of these. I think I got 6 of them. I mean, that would be a lifetime supply for me, as long as you don't hit the ground. This one, and 4 more in the box. I got about 2 dozen 13.6 rev ups. And I need to do is figure out how to make them, how to duplicate them. We tried to duplicate them out of carbon fiber. Burp, wrong answer. No good. It's in this wood. It's the magic is in this wood. These are true helical pitch. So what I'm going to do here in a moment is the sound working? I can't tell. Type something in the box if you got sound. So I got, damn, I got all this camera gear. Can you hear me? Let me see. I'll go on here and see. I can go on here and see because it's already connected. Tube. Okay. No, I don't want Star Trek. No. Skip ads. Let's see. Yep, it's working. I think. Yep, it's working. Yep. All right, I can see the chat here now. Anyway, I'm getting blind. You guys got any questions, or do you guys want me to do something? Or hey, make sure to subscribe. We're almost there. We're almost to that 4,000 mark. 3,990 something or other. So let's hit the 4,000 mark. You'll really enjoy the Brodak streams. It's a lot of fun at Brodak. If you've never been, you need to go at least once. When you use the spectral lines, did you pre-stretch them? If so, how? I didn't. Dennis just handed them to me and said, put them on your airplane and go fly. They seem all right. I don't know. I don't know nothing about them. It seemed okay. I didn't know you were supposed to pre-stretch them. I'll tell you this. I did pull them. I had Steve Smith hold the handle, and I jerked about 80 pounds on him to make sure that it wasn't going to fly off, because I'm spooked of them. I mean, I don't know nothing about them things, so maybe that's pre-stretching. I don't know. Because I got to tell you, the knots are hokey. They don't look. He's got a little round, looks like fishing O-ring, or not O-ring, but a ring on it, and then they thread through, and I don't know how the knots tie, but pretty hokey looking to me. But I get, them guys are using them, so I just put it on a PA airplane and took a leap of faith, and they're all right, and I like them. The nice thing about them is you don't have to worry about somebody stepping on them. You don't have to worry about winding them up. You could wind them up over your shoulder and it'd be all right. I don't know about getting them untangled, but if they tangle, but I don't know. I fought tooth and nail when mag wheels came out, when belts came out. I like chain drive and spoke wheels, Springer front ends. But after 2000, new is better. Fuel injection, mag wheels, belt drive, all good stuff. But I like the old school stuff. So I wasn't going to run Spectra, but I said, they were in my box. Dennis asked me at the last contest, he said, have you used them yet? I said, no. And I had them in the box, and I said, you know what? I got to use them. So I used them, and yeah, they're all right. Now, he was saying something about taking wingtip weight out. Well, that's odd, because I put wingtip weight in. It seemed like it needed more. Here's that other modem. So I got this one, which is a Moxie. This worked good while it was working. This one. And now this one. I can't win. I don't know why they couldn't just give me a SIM card to put in this thing. It's been real good for me. This one here seems to be a cheap Chinese piece of junk. But tomorrow, we're going to go flying. I will stream from the field just as a test of how this stupid thing works. When I come back, we're going to install a television in my TV. I got in my trailer. I'm going to bolt it to the back door so that I can play video while at Brodax, my building videos, just for the hell of it, because some people, I want to promote the channel. And I can watch TV at night because I'm staying in a trailer. So I got no money. So we're staying in the trailer, or I'm staying in the trailer. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. Now, I used to go to Brodax and not even take the trailer and stay in the garage out back. But since John died, Buzz has been locking that door. So I'll just stay at the field. You know, people say, well, when you're so tired at the end of the day, when I put out my cot, I got a generator, I got an inverter, I got a fan, I'm going to have a TV and my computer and phone. What more can a guy need? When I was a kid, we didn't have air conditioning, we had fans. So yeah, air conditioning is nice, but just turn on the fan. The only thing is that the mosquitoes might get you, but I really haven't I haven't had any problem with them. You just put some off on you and go to sleep. When you're so tired at the end of the day, just the minute you hit the cot, boom, you're out. And then in the morning, that guy comes up at 5:30 mowing the grass, you're awake. Well, I got my camp stove and iron skillet. I'll just make me some bacon and eggs right there, you know. You only got to last 5 days. How hard can that be? It's when you got to last 5 months. That's tough. 5 days ain't nothing. By the looks of these prices, you know, John and I will get a motel room on Friday and Saturday night. That'll be $100. So I'm really only staying, let's see, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. That is 6 nights. Yeah. No, wait a minute. Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Yeah, 6 nights. So I'll be gone longer than I thought. But that's the way it goes. If you haven't been to Brodax, get there. If you haven't been to Joe Nall, get there. Digging around in my stuff, I found some Nats pens that I use for detailing. And these are Faber-Castell, India ink, Hencho in China. But these are pigmented India ink, maximum light fastness, waterproof, permanent, odorless, acid-free. You could ink line an airplane with these. And this is what I do, because when you rub an airplane over the year, you rub through some of the clear on the ink lines and you might get a skip. So just before appearance judging, you take these and you fill that skip in. And I found them. I had these in, I think, 2007. And I found these in my bag and they're still good. So I don't have to buy another pair, you know, another set of that. The other stuff, the Rapidograph stuff is liquid. And because there's wax on the airplane, it skips, it bubbles or whatever. This here, it worked really good. And everybody does it. They all get markers, felt tip pens. And if you got a little red chip, you put a little red in there. And you got a blue chip, you put a little blue in there. The black lines. It only has to look good for 2 seconds, for the judge to look at it and go, yeah, it's a 18 or whatever. Little trick of the trade, that's all. And everybody does it. Just before appearance judging, everybody's back in their room, rubbing, buffing, and doctoring, touching, and preening, and all that nonsense. But if it ain't rubbed out by the time you get there, it ain't going to get rubbed out when it's there. But this baby here is ready for classic. I really love this airplane. I put some fuel in it. I didn't start it. I just loosened the motor up. It's a GMA George Aldrich Super Tiger 46. Probably not as good as a Brian Gardner 46, but I don't know. I don't have a Brian Gardner 46 yet. I got the parts. I just haven't made it. And the reason why the Brian Gardner is going to be a better setup is it has no ring. A ring motor, when it gets hot, gets loose, loses compression, and they're hard to start. But an ABC motor is not so much. I mean, they do, but not so much. Hopefully you don't get it that damn hot. But I think this will do well in classic, at least in appearance judging anyway. It's never flown at the Nats. I took it to Brodak once, and the guys from Argentina wanted to buy it. No, it ain't for sale. I got a bigger one of these with modern numbers. It looks pretty close, except the fuselage is not quite as thin back there. That's a 1/2 inch at the leading edge of the stab. So it's like a profile. This is close to original. If I had to do it again, which I probably will build another one, is I would use a prop extension, move the motor back 3/4 of an inch, and move the tank back into the wing 3/4 of an inch more. Because if I remember, this tank is not set into the wing. I built it to pretty close to plans. This wing here is the same chord as my Junar. It's 11.5 inches, I believe. This is a big fat wing. Big, big, big. You get it. Especially for classic numbers. Let's see. I won't include the wing fillet here. I'll just kind of guess where it should be. It's 11. It's 11 at the root, and trailing edge would be about right there, and 9 at the tip, with a 57. I think it's 57-inch wingspan. So it's a big wing. It's got a lot of wing area for a classic airplane. The bad thing is it is 50 ounces. I was thinking it was 45, but it's 50. But it's oh so cool. And now that I know more, this is covered with polyspan. Now that I know more, if I build another one, which I think I'm going to, I'll cover it with double-aught soak span, and we'll lighten up the finish by 3-4 ounces. So we'll get it down in the 40s. Then it'd be a smoking airplane. I think I'm going to do that. kind of a sad note that Bill Little died. Bill Morrell posted that. Bill was a good guy. I mean, he always say, "I'm building one of those. I'm building one of those." Well, how many airplanes you building at the same time? I'm building one of those. But he will be missed. I hadn't seen him on the forum in 1,400 days. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly how many days Bill has not been on the forum. I did take him off the roster for administrator because, heck, I don't know what's going on. I didn't want mistakes to happen. Let's see here. I got a message from somebody. Read your messages. Bob Hudak. How much nicotine do you like in your vape? 18%. You saved a lot of prop testing. So I'll bring it with me. It's on me. I use 18. Let me write that back. I got to get that back. 18%. Hudak. I'm if you guys had to do what I do, you'd drive yourself nuts. I'm like a one-legged man in a soccer game. Okay, Craig, I got to mail that thing to Australia tomorrow. Let's see here. Oh, I'm looking for Bill Little. Search. That's why I search for Bill Little. Okay. No, the people are calling Bill members. Search for members. Come on now. Let's get it done. Bill Little search. Bill Little. Second in command. That's what he always like. Account settings. Oh, track user. Let's track him. No. That's summary. Date register, local time. Wow. Okay. I think I had it figured out. It's 1,400 some days. The last time he logged in was November 30th, 2018. And he was one of the most prolific posters and most helpful people on the forum. I kind of wondered why traffic has dropped. It's not because they're all headed to Facebook. It's because they're dying. Shit. I lost so many damn people. It's ridiculous. You guys got to quit that. You're not allowed to die. You got too much stuff to do. You'll never get done, so you're never going to die. At least that's the way I look at it. Can't die. I got too many things going. Too many people depending on me. That's another thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for some type of board in case something happens to me, which it's a possibility. I mean, we're all getting old. that this thing won't die. You know, I'd like it to go on after I'm gone. I don't know who on this forum has the aptitude or the fortitude or the drive to do this job, because it's a thankless job. It doesn't pay nothing, and you got to really love what you're doing. Yeah. So this week, because we're leaving maybe Friday night, I got to pull out all this stuff I'm going to take to Brodax for sale, get it all loaded in a trailer, get all the airplanes loaded in a trailer. I got fuel coming to Brodax. It's going to be a scramble. You know, you think you got a lot of time. Here's the deal. This is the problem that I had with working. My plan was after the Nats to start building the following year's airplane. Well, I'm 2 years behind now because I was always working. I was working all them hours, 9, 10 hours a day. And I'm just too damn tired after work to go fly or to, build much. So I only built an hour a day. Well, here after the Nats, we're going to up that game to 2 hours a day. So maybe I can catch up. And we'll get an airplane done, trimmed, and ready to fly, because I've got the Aegis that's never been to the Nats, and I have the Thunderbolt needs to be finished, and it's never been to the Nats. So I'm going to fly the Tucker because the Junar is long in the tooth. Flies good, but long in the tooth. So tomorrow I put the muffler back on it. I don't know that I showed you that. Let me get this out of the way and I'll show you what I did on that. Maybe I showed. I don't know. But we're going to fly this in Classic just because I got it, I like it, and we can. I can tell you why the Junar flies. The Junar and this airplane are the exact same airplane with a different dress. The numbers are the same. The wings are the same. The elevator stabilizer area is the same. Little different shape. But why does this airplane not fly quite as good as the Junar? Because this one is 61 ounces and that is 56 ounces. That's why. And you wouldn't think that would make much difference, but it certainly does. So I think I did tell you now, guys, about these mufflers. I found one of these old mufflers from 1980s, and I sanded it and polished it. I run that instead of the tongue muffler, because when I took it out last week, I had a tongue muffler on it. It was tail heavy. So yeah, it was under 60 ounces with the tongue muffler on it, but it's too damn tail heavy to fly. So I'll put that back on it. So I think this is the one we're going to take to the Nats. It's already proven itself. It's been flown once at the Nats. The other one's been, that would be the 5th time I wanted to fly the Aegis. I just don't have enough time to get it trimmed out. It's doing something really funny. It's got a lightning turn. It's lighter than all of them with a PA65 in it. But I move the lead outs forward, now it won't track. I just, I get frustrated. I'm not gonna drive myself nuts chasing my tail this close to the net. So I basically go there to donate to the cause because I know damn well I have no chance of winning. Because here in the Midwest, we really don't start flying well to the end of the summer. Don't have enough fuel burn up. I think I have a gallon burn up this year so far. And them guys that are going to win it have probably 2 cases or 3 cases burn up already. Or lots of electrons. Well, anyway, that was the bitch about these stupid things. I hate to throw them out because they're $50 a piece, but they're bricks, they're paperweights. Maybe I can find some 12-year-old kid that can unlock it and get another SIM card for it. Or I can go on YouTube and see if I can figure out how to unlock it. Because it can't be that difficult. Just remember, if somebody made it, you can unmake it. Or you can fix it, or whatever. I was so frustrated with those kids today. Oh, God. No speak English. Stupid ass. I was watching a comedian I thought was rather comical. They said when Generation X takes over, it's going to be real easy for us baby boomers to take it back. And the reason being is we can write a note in cursive on a piece of paper and put it in your pocket and hand it to the next guy. And we can circle the map where the attack's going to be. Well, Generation X, Z or X or whatever, they can't read cursive and they don't know how to read a map. If it doesn't have GPS coordinates, they're screwed. So we could take it back real easy. I thought that was so true. I mean, these kids are morons. World War XI. Mark Dice, he does interviews on the street. If you want to see some stuff, go check out Mark Dice's channel. He'll ask, when was World War II? 1960? That's one. What day is December 11th? Or December 7th? I don't know. Where is Pearl Harbor? Florida? No. Just stupid shit. They're retarded, guys. We raised a bunch of morons. Believe it or not, I have insight of how this all fell apart. Anybody that's my age who had a father or mother who was through the Depression and World War II and hard times was very strict on us. No, you can't do that. Make sure you're in by the time the lights are on, the street lights go on, come inside, go outside and play. Don't bother me. Kids should be seen, not heard, that kind of thing. And us boomers decided, well, we're not going to do that to our kids. Well, guess what? That wasn't the way to go. So we didn't do it to our kids. And our kids have kids that have less discipline because our kids don't know how to give discipline. So that's how the whole system is just imploding in on itself. It's unbelievable. I would never do that to my kids. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyway, Bob Hudak, if you're watching, when I said 11.6, this is the magic prop. 11.6 EW. EW stands for extra wide, puts a lot of blade on there, really loads the motor. So if you can't get 11.6 EW, you take a 13.6 and you chop it down to 11. And let me see if I got a 13.6 handy here. Let's see, I threw one over there. Yep, here we go. It's pretty it would be pretty close. So you take a 13.6. Matter of fact, it's very close. You take a 13.6 and whack it down to 11.6, and the blades are pretty close. So it would be cut off to right there. Still not quite the paddle. It doesn't have the thin area there, but you can't get a 11.6 EW. Take a 13.6 and cut it to 11. Wider the blade, the better. Anyway, I guess I'll end the stream. I at least told you what's been going on, what I'm doing. We'll be on tomorrow with streaming booter, and when I come back, we'll be working on the trailer, getting it ready. I need to mount the TV. I got the generator packed up already. The inverter's in there. Got to get the chairs, the table, the tent, the awning, all the shit put in there. Only thing to be left is load the airplane. It's a real ordeal. Any questions? If not, I guess we'll last another 2.5 minutes and then I'll sign off. That'll be 45-minute stream along with the 15 minutes on the other one. That's an hour. And I might be back at 7 o'clock tonight. We won't be working on the Magnum until after Brodak. Matter of fact, yeah, we won't be working on the Magnum until after Brodak. I wanted to get that thing done for Brodax. I really wanted a profile for Brodax, but I guess the only thing I'm going to be able to do is fly Classic, if they fly Classic there. I don't know. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later this evening. Do you remember what fuel you ran in the Super Tiger 46? Why, absolutely. It's Sig Champion. 10% nitro, 10% clots, 10% castor, and the rest is alcohol. Oh no, we got nitro, castor, clots, and alcohol. So you got 10% castor, 10% clots, 10% nitro, and the rest is alcohol. 70% alcohol, and the rest is oil and nitro. If you can't buy it. Are you happy with the Super Tiger 46 I sent you, John? Put on test bed, run it. I don't know if the glow plug's any good. Probably. That's $15, and I went through 4 of them, or 3 of them yesterday. using crap fuel. No, no, no. Don't use that, Bob. It's too oily. You have to have too big a fuel tank to run that. It takes way too much fuel. You're displacing the British thermal unit equivalents with oil, and it doesn't burn, so you need more fuel. Yes. Yes, that's not my blend. That's Sig's blend, Sig Champion. But now that Sig's out of business, if you take some oh shit, what is it? They got helicopter fuel, but it's only like 18% oil. Look and see what the ingredients are and use Technoplate and replace, if it's 18, replace it with 2% Technoplate and make sure that I'll try 1820 or 1020. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you want 1020, 20% oil. So 10% castor, 10% Technoplate clots. So synthetic castor. You don't want all castor. All castor is good for Fox motors, and they run 28% castor. And the McCoys, when we were kids, would have probably lasted longer than a week had we known anything about fuel. Because I remember using Cox Glow fuel in my McCoy, and that smoked the bearings and the cylinders and liners quick. But as a kid, I didn't know squat about engines, but I do now. So McCoy 35s and 40s would have lasted a lot longer had I known what I know now. And I still got a McGass 40. I had to bring that to Brodock and just put it on a stand and run it. Because that sound of that engine, that bark, is just so distinct. Because they don't sound like they can barely run. $91.50 RPM on 62-foot lines. Okay. Super Tigers, I have no idea what RPM they run. I always adjust them by ear. Get it running, get it really fat where it's barely running. Then you bring it up to a two cycle where it's constant 2 cycle, and then you back it off just a little until it's breaking 2-4. You let it go, it'll unload and go into a rich 4-stroke. If you guys have ever heard my motors run on the videos, they just and they're solid. You know, they don't burp. They don't beep at the top of the loop or whatever. They just pull in that solid deep 4-stroke. So RPM wise, depending on your altitude, type fuel you got, whether you're running 5 or 10%, it's going to be a different RPM. So that's why I don't even bother bringing the tach out. Just listen. You know, it's breaking 424. But I've been doing Super Tigers forever. And I do the PAs the same way. I, bring them up. My 75 and my Thunderbolt ran a deep slobbering 4-stroke. Probably only run 8,500 RPM. But it was swinging a 15.4 propeller too. 1545. I got that prop around here somewhere. Unobtainium. I need to make a mold and make some of those props. I need to do a lot of things, but I just don't have the time. There's not enough time left in my life to learn all this shit. That's why them guys at the computer store are so frustrating. Come on, guys. But there you go. This 11.6 is pretty close to a 13.6 cut to 11. The only difference is the hub size. It's a little thicker on the 13 and a little bit fatter right at the spinner. It's a 16th inch thicker, which you could sand it down. And you could sand the, matter of fact, if you sanded the bottom of it off, put it on the belt sander and sanded it down, then use a Jim Lee prop tool to straighten out the base, it would probably be that narrow at the bottom instead of that size. See how much wider this size is right here than this right here? Not much, about a 16th, but the blades are the right width. So if you used an APC, let's try an APC propeller, 13.6 cut to 11, it'd probably be all right. APC is a good prop because of the Phillips entry tips. But if you cut the tips off, it'd be old school, it'd be square tips. And these props here are THP, true helical pitch. I use an 11.6 EW on a Super Tiger 46. That's what's on this. Oh, not this airplane, but that's what's on the Continental. And this is, I'm going to take this prop with me. I'm going to take this prop and this prop. I'll take two. If I need more than two, I'm not having a good day. I'm just getting my stuff ready for Brodax. I will send you your tracking number tomorrow, Craig. Ah. And we're going to send you the big Jim motor, not the one, which is fine with me, because I like that one. I can put a Gardner liner in that one. The one I wanted anyway, so that's good. I looked through all my stuff. I'm going to give you the best one out of the bunch. My good motors are in airplanes right now. My Primo brand new style engines. This is a brand new motor with a Brian Gardner liner, the one in the Tucker, and the one in the Monado behind me is brand new. New bearings, new piston liner, new head, new gaskets, new. Yeah, you guys kept me a little longer than I would thought, but that's all right. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. When I get off of here, I'm going to work on tethering these devices, because it doesn't seem that this little modem can handle all the bandwidth of all the devices running through that modem. So if I tether one to the other and then tether that to the iPad, and then the iPad tethered to the internet, maybe we can run them. So there might be another test here in a few minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you putting up with the BS. I mean, we'll get it sorted out. So I'm bound and determined to make this work somehow. Like, subscribe, and share. I'd like to see us hit at least 4,000. We're almost there. I think it's 3,000. Let me check again. YouTube, my channel, not there. My channel. If you know anybody, 3.99 thousand. So let's see. Guess I have to go to studio to see it. The accurate count. How many I need? We need 10 more. I need we need 10 more people. We're at 3,990. I'd like to see 4,000 by the time we hit Brodak. If you're looking to donate for the bandwidth, please do so on the Stunt Hanger support page. First thing at the top. I thought that I would get that money for the Nats. I won't get it till after the Nats. So if you donate through there, I get it immediately. So that helps. Because, man, I am interneted out. They have drove me nuts. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you later. I might be back with a test on this 3-cam system, and we'll see if we can't make it work. Fairwinds, tight lines. See ya. Yeah, I do. It didn't take long, though. It was very quick. All right, we'll see you later.